1960 was a year of twangy jukebox treasures and country voices carving their place in history.
I love every movement, there's nothing.
Ferlin Husky was tugging heartstrings with a tune that still brings a smile.
On the wings of a snow white dove, he said.
And Jim Reeves gave us a velvet ballad that defined the era's sound.
Your friend there with you, he'll have to go.
These are 12 forgotten country wonders from 1960. Timeless gems worth remembering. Number 12, Family Bible by Claude Gray.
There's a family Bible on the table.
We begin with a song that carried gospel roots into the mainstream. Family Bible, recorded by Claude Gray in 1960, became a quiet anthem of faith and tradition.
Can see us sitting round the table.
What many didn't realize at the time was that a young Willie Nelson had written it, selling the rights for just $50 before he was famous.
The Family Bible.
The song reached number 7 on the Billboard Hot Country Singles Chart, and its gentle melody evoked memories of childhood evenings spent by lamplight with parents reading scripture before bedtime.
From the family Bible Dad would read.
Fans who first heard it on the radio felt both comforted and homesick, the way only a true country hymn can make you feel. Today, its legacy is tied not just to Gray's recording, but to the birth of Nelson's songwriting career.
We found more Bible.
From quiet prayers, we move to a honky-tonk tale that stomped its way into dance halls. Number 11. Hot Rod Lincoln by Charlie Ryan.
My pappy said, son, you're going to drive me to drinking if you don't quit driving that Hot Rod Lincoln.
Charlie Ryan's Hot Rod Lincoln. Though it had first appeared in the 50s, Ryan re-recorded it in 1960, giving it new life as one of country's earliest car songs.
He's been making music and delighting fans for more than 6 decades. This is a story of Charlie Ryan.
Long before outlaw anthems or Southern rock, here was a tune celebrating speed, freedom, and the thrill of the open road. While it didn't soar on national charts, it became a cult favorite in jukeboxes across America, especially in roadside taverns and drive-ins where car culture was booming.
The song was so popular that it was also recorded and charted by Johnny Bond simultaneously with Charlie's hit.
Listeners could practically hear the engine rev as Ryan rattled off the Lincoln specs. Young fans, sipping cokes and planning drag races, made this a signature song of rural rebellion.
Hot Rod Lincoln, both the song and the car, Charlie and his wife Ruthie toured with other well-known artists.
Its legacy? Inspiring later hits, including Commander Cody's famous 1971 remake, proving that country storytelling could merge seamlessly with hot rod culture.
Cadillac sedan had passed us by. A remark was made that the car for me, but by then the taillights are all you can see.
Now let's swap the roar of engines for the warmth of heartbreak. Number 10, Why I'm Walking by Stonewall Jackson.
Got my angel on my mind, that's why I'm walking.
Stonewall Jackson gave us Why I'm Walking, a song that brought pure honky-tonk sadness to the airwave.
Such an aching, this old heart, now I ain't talking.
Released on Columbia Records in early 1960, it peaked at number 6 on the country charts, cementing Jackson as one of the voices of classic heartbreak. The song was simple, a man leaving a love gone wrong.
I breathe her name with every breath I'm.
With each step heavy with sorrow, but simplicity is what made it powerful. Country fans heard it on bar jukeboxes while nursing a beer, each verse echoing the sting of personal heartbreak.
Could you charge it to this memory that I'm keeping?
What set it apart was Jackson's raw, unpolished delivery. This wasn't a crooner, this was a man who lived the song. Even if it's rarely cited today, Why I'm Walking remains a treasure of the honky-tonk era.
I've got her sweet love on my mind, that's why I'm walking.
From quiet sorrow, we swing into a tune that had America stomping its boots. Number 9, Alabam by Cowboy Copas.
Inclined to agree with you, June. Here's Copas and Alabam.
Alabam, Cowboy Copas' biggest hit, and one of the most infectious honky-tonk numbers of the year.
I'm going back to Alabama.
Released in 1960, it soared to #1 on the country chart, staying there for 12 weeks. The song was lively, playful, and downright catchy, telling the story of a rambler heading back home.
Hey, that a tramp won't steal, but I caught 3 in my cornfield. I'm on my way.
At the time, Copas had been in the business for decades, and this single gave him his biggest career revival. Picture a Friday night in 1960. Neon beer signs glowing, couples two-stepping across wooden floors, and Alabam
Stand over there, Sal. Well, hello, Sal.
spinning on repeat from the jukebox. It was impossible not to dance. Sadly, Copas's life was cut short in the 1963 plane crash that also claimed Patsy Cline. But Alabam remains a joyful piece of his legacy.
When I get ready to leave this earth, I'm gonna look back to my money's worth. I'm on.
Next, from a stomper to a prayerful song of devotion that touched hearts nationwide. Number 8, Wings of a Dove by Ferlin Husky.
A very good friend of mine and one of the greatest entertainers there is, Ferlin Husky.
Wings of a Dove by Ferlin Husky. Released in 1960 on Capitol Records, it quickly climbed to #1 on the country charts, holding the spot for 10 weeks.
Of a snow white dove, he sends his pure.
The song blended gospel imagery with country charm, referencing the biblical dove that brought peace to Noah. For listeners of the time, it was both uplifting and familiar, perfect for Sunday mornings or late-night radio reflection.
On the wings of a snow white dove, he sends.
What made it memorable was Husky's warm, clear voice. It felt like a hymn, but with a Nashville polish that made it radio-friendly. Many families sang along in their living rooms, finding hope in its gentle melody.
On the wings of the snow white dove.
Its legacy lasted long after 1960, with artists like Dolly Parton and Alan Jackson revisiting the song decades later. From gospel calm, we turn to the grit of storytelling outlaw style. Number 7, Sink the Bismarck by Johnny Horton.
May of 1941, the war had just begun. The Germans.
Johnny Horton's Sink the Bismarck, a thrilling ballad released in 1960. Written to coincide with the World War II film of the same name, it was Horton's follow-up to The Battle of New Orleans.
The Bismarck started firing 15 miles away. We've got to sink.
The single reached number 3 on the country charts and even cracked the pop listings. Packed with drama, it told the story of the Royal Navy chasing down Germany's battleship Bismarck. Fans loved it not just for its history lesson, but for Horton's commanding delivery.
Of those guns as big as steers and those shells as big as trees.
You could almost hear the cannons fire as jukeboxes roared in smoky taverns across America. Though Horton tragically died in a car crash later that year, Sink the Bismarck stands as proof of his gift for turning history into high-energy country storytelling.
The Bismarck was the fastest ship that ever sailed the sea.
And now, from warships at sea, we drift into the smooth baritone of a true Nashville legend. If these classics are bringing back memories, hit that like button and subscribe. We post new country countdowns every week, keeping the golden years of music alive for fans like you. Number 6, Above and Beyond by Buck Owens.
Funky, well-faced Buck Owens.
Buck Owens with Above and Beyond, The Call of Love. Released on Capitol Records, this song hit number 3 on the country charts in 1960 and marked Owens' early steps toward the Bakersfield sound that would later define him. The song's crisp guitar lines and Owens' plaintive vocals stood out from the polished Nashville productions of the time. It was raw, more immediate, and fans noticed. Picture this. A young couple parked on a hillside in California. The radio crackling with Owens' voice as the lyrics mirrored their own struggles with love and loyalty. Above and Beyond wasn't his biggest hit, but it laid the groundwork for Owens' revolution of country music in the 60s and beyond. From California grit, we swing to Nashville smoothness and a voice that melted hearts worldwide. Number 5, Please Help Me, I'm Falling by Hank Lachlan.
Hank Lachlan singing one of his biggest hits. Please help me.
Hank Lachlan's Please Help Me, I'm Falling.
Please help me, I'm falling.
Released in 1960 on RCA Victor, it soared to #1 on the country charts and held the spot for an astounding 14 weeks. Lachlan's gentle tenor, paired with the piano-driven Nashville sound, gave the song crossover appeal, reaching the pop top 10. It was one of the earliest hits to use the slip note piano style pioneered by Floyd Kramer, which became a staple of the era. Fans remember slow dancing to this one at high school gyms or hearing it while cruising down Main Street on warm summer nights.
Please help me, I'm falling.
Though Hank Lachlan never became as famous as some peers, this song secured his place in country history, later covered by everyone from Dolly Parton to Loretta Lynn. From Longing Please, we step into the shadowy intimacy of one of the decade's greatest baritone voices. #4, He'll Have to Go by Jim Reeves.
Pretend that we're together.
Jim Reeves's He'll Have to Go defines smooth country sophistication. Released late in 1959, it peaked in 1960, reaching #1 on the country charts and crossing into the pop top 5.
Your friend there with you, he'll have to go.
The story was simple, yet devastating. A man on the phone with his lover, asking her to tell another man goodbye. Reeves's velvet baritone made every line drip with heartbreak. Listeners in 1960 often heard it late at night.
Love is blind, make up your mind.
Lying in bed with transistor radios glowing in the dark, its whispery production felt intimate, almost secretive. This track cemented Reeves as Gentleman Jim, one of the leading voices of the Nashville sound, influencing generations of crooners. And from whispered heartbreak, we step into a western tale of gunfighters and dusty towns. #3, Big Iron by Marty Robbins. Marty Robbins's Big Iron. Released in 1960 on his iconic Gunfighter Ballads and Trail Songs album, it climbed to #5 on the country charts. The ballad tells of an Arizona Ranger facing an outlaw named Texas Red.
Begin to haunt me by the men that I left there.
With cinematic lyrics and Robbins's soaring vocals, it played like a Western movie in song form. Fans loved picturing the dusty streets, the tense standoff, and the gleaming pistol at the Ranger's side.
The stranger there among them had a big iron on.
Many recall hearing it on jukeboxes in small-town diners, imagining themselves as heroes of the Old West. Though not as commercially massive as El Paso, Big Iron grew in stature over the decades, later finding new life through pop culture, including the video game Fallout: New Vegas. From the Old West, we close in on a song of pure devotion and spiritual strength. #2, Poetry in Motion by Johnny Tillotson.
Teenage Idol. Let's turn back the clock now to this hit record, September 1959, and Johnny Tillotson.
Johnny Tillotson's Poetry in Motion. Released in 1960, it wasn't strictly country.
Poetry, poetry in motion.
But its blend of Nashville production and pop crooning made it a crossover hit. The single reached #1 in the UK and cracked the American top 10. Its lilting melody and love-struck lyrics captured the teenage spirit of 1960.
I love every movement, there's nothing.
For many, this was the sound of high school dances, Letterman jackets, and drive-in dates under the stars. Though Tillotson often gets forgotten in discussions of country greats, this track showcased Nashville's growing influence on pop music worldwide. And now we arrive at #1. A timeless hit that blurred every line and defined the decade. #1, El Paso by Marty Robbins.
Out in the West Texas town of
Marty Robbins's El Paso.
One night a wild young cowboy came in
wild as the West Texas.
Though technically released in late 1959, it dominated 1960, topping both the country and pop charts and even winning the Grammy for Best Country and Western Performance. The epic ballad told of love, jealousy, and tragedy in the border town of El Paso.
Through the back door of roses I ran, out where the horses.
With over 4 minutes of narrative, it broke radio conventions, yet fans couldn't get enough. Listeners recall hearing it echo from jukeboxes while sipping Lone Stars in Texas bars or drifting across the plains on long-haul truck radios.
It's been so long since I've seen the young maid. My love is stronger than my fear of death.
It was more than a song. It was a short story set to music. El Paso proved country storytelling could rival any novel or Hollywood Western. Its impact still echoes today, one of the most enduring country songs ever recorded. If you've enjoyed this trip back in time, don't forget to like and subscribe for more country classics every week. And there you have it, 12 forgotten wonders from 1960, a year where country music stood tall between tradition and change. From the gospel wings of Ferlin Husky to the haunting gunfights of Marty Robbins, these songs painted the American spirit in sound. Thank you for joining us on this journey down memory lane. And don't miss our next countdown. 1961 country songs we'll never forget, where new legends would rise and the Nashville sound truly took hold. Until then, keep the radio humming, the memories alive, and the music close to your heart.